When water starts coming into the boat, are you ready? Do you know where the wood plugs are and where to find something to pound them into a leaking through hull? And everything else you might need? Hi there, I'm Carolyn Sherlock, and on this episode of the Boat Galley Podcast, I'll share the key to making sure that a boat emergency doesn't become a disaster. It's all in your preparation. First, though, today's episode of the Boat Galley Podcast is sponsored by Mantis Marine, makers of the Mantis Anchor, now available in models with and without a roll bar. Proven to set reliably in the most challenging bottoms, the Mantis Anchor digs like no other, making anchoring safer and boating more enjoyable. Mantis Marine brings to market practical, durable, and affordable marine products, including anchoring gear, scuba diving accessories, rechargeable waterproof headlamp for hands-free lighting. We love all their gear. Visit mantismarine.com and see for yourself. Okay, so let's talk about this. If you suddenly discovered a leak in your boat, do you know immediately where the supplies are for dealing with it? Wood plugs, a hammer for pounding them in, a hull seal, perhaps you've got other things like a rubbery stay plug, whatever. Could you grab what you needed in less than 10 seconds? How about life jackets, your life raft, your ditch bag? Do you have a bilge alarm so that you know when water is coming in before it's over the floorboards? Does everyone on board know where everything is? If the answer to any of these is no, please take the time to make sure you have the supplies, that they're in easy-to-grab locations, and everyone aboard knows what is there, where it is, and how to use it. Now, you'll find a link to my recommendations of gear in the show notes. I'm not going to go into it all here. It'd be too long. But anyways, wood plugs of an appropriate size should be tied to every through hull, but with a long enough string that they can be used without needing to be untied or cut off. In an emergency, just about anything can be used to pound them in. If you can't find a hammer, grab a can of peas. It will work. Other emergency gear should be located where you can get to it very, very quickly. And through hulls have to be kept accessible. No piles of gear on top of their lockers or in the lockers so that you can't quickly reach the through hull in an emergency. If water is coming in, you need to quickly find the source, not be moving stuff out of lockers. Literally, seconds count. Okay, the reason for this post? Well, a while back on the Morning Net, one of the other boats in the harbor reported that his bilge alarm had gone off the day before, and he'd been able to find the problem and get a wood plug in place in less than 30 seconds. No danger of sinking, no water damage to his boat. Too often, that's not the case. In our first year of cruising, a friend's boat partially sunk at anchor. She was so panicked that she couldn't remember where anything was. The wood plugs, the through hulls, anything. Growth on the bottom of the boat made it hard for divers to find the through hull that was letting water in. Now, a quick tip, if you're ever in that situation, grab a t-shirt and run it along the hull from the outside. It'll be sucked into the problem through hull, and you can pull the t-shirt out and push in a wood plug. That was how we found it. But there was considerable water damage to the boat and the contents because of how long it had taken us to find the problem. Okay. Do take care of all of this stuff. Go do it. Don't sit and listen to the podcast. Even though I do want you to tell everybody else about how informative you find it. And please, do subscribe to it. We'll give you some more good tips along the way. Thanks.